Hi, James. It's so nice to finally meet you, even if it is via Zoom.
Yeah,
How are
nice.
you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. It's been a long day. It's a lot going
Yeah,
on.
yeah, I'm sure.
Release week, so as always, it's pretty crazy. How about you?
It's been good. I'm in college right now, so I'm just trying to work around my schedule.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. You're
Yeah,
in college.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Is that like a dorm room that you're in?
yeah. It's kind of like a prison cell, but it works.
Fair. It's a room, I guess.
Yeah. So first off, congratulations on the release of your singles SOS and Emily. They're both fantastic.
Thank
How
you.
has release week been for you?
It's been cool. It's been exciting. It's especially nice to see like the reaction of fans and. I made a couple of music videos that I was really proud of and happy with. SOS got to direct, so that was especially it was a proud moment. It's cool.
I mean, talking more about your song Emily, it's a very beautiful song, very open and honest. How
Mm.
did the idea of that song come about, or was there a moment where you realized you really wanted to create this song?
Yeah, definitely. It came about because at the time of writing the song, uh, having a kid was actually a realistic possibility. It was something I was actually being faced with. Sadly, it didn't work out, but at the time, I was kind of, yeah, I had to think about whether I was going to be a dad or not. And it just provided me with a lot of um, kind of cool things to say in a song, I guess. And yeah, it was just, I thought it would be cool to write a song to my like future daughter. Uh, yeah, all the things that I would say, I guess.
I mean, obviously, you named the song Emily. Do you have like a list of names that you've thought of, or is that number one?
Yeah, well, I guess I mean, something you talk about with your partner or whatever, if you're in that position where you're like, oh, what would we name our kid if we had one? And Emily Arthur just always kind of sounded like a cute name to me. Arthur is obviously quite a masculine name. So I felt like, for a girl, it would have to be particularly sweet and also end with a Y. I decided that it had to end with a Y.
Is
Uh,
there a reason for that?
just because like a lot of names kind of have an A. I don't know, like anything with an A going into an A would
Yeah.
wouldn't work. I don't know. It just rolled off the tongue. That's probably a songwriter thing where I was like, it needs to have a certain amount of syllables and flow nicely. So yeah, I just thought Emily worked pretty well.
Yeah, your songs are all very open and honest to begin with. Was it hard kind of opening up on this new level of thinking about having a kid and writing about it?
Um, yeah, I mean, this whole album was like very much a moment in time, and everything that I felt in that period of time, I just kind of put it into the music. Because I started writing it as kind of like a bit of a therapy thing. Like I was struggling a little bit in my personal life, and I spent like 3 months just intensive writing and like experimenting with sounds and stuff. And like I say, on that day, um, I thought having a kid was a real thing in my life, and so I just yeah, I thought I'd write a song about it, and it's the same with all the songs. Like it all feels like a moment in time. We're nearly a year on now, and things are very different. And I'm not thinking about having a kid. So yeah, like I say, it was just very much like a spur of the moment thing.
I mean, you also released your song SOS. You posted on Instagram saying it's one of your favorite tracks from the album.
Yeah,
Is there a reason that it stands out to you compared to the other songs on the album?
just the sound of it feels like something I would have like made when I was like a teenager, like in rock bands. Growing up, like I love the whole like emo rock movement, um, pop punk and that kind of stuff. And it's like a lot of my friends would describe it as like very me. So I don't know, it just kind of spoke to me, and like I've always loved. I've got a real passion for like rock music, and I got to show off like that side of me with this song. So yeah, just really was really digging that vibe.
Mhm.
Uh,
You also released the music video for it the same day. It was a beautiful music video. How did you come up with the inspiration for the whole plot?
I had a vision for the song really early on, and because yeah, even in the writing process, I was like, oh, imagine if at the end there was just a crowd of people singing the chorus, and I saw it as people like coming out of their homes, these broken people, and there being like this element of oneness in a street, and I'm holding up a flare to kind of light the way, and the moment where I sort of my flare goes out and I turn around and I notice that I'm not alone, and there's all these other broken people behind me, and that they're now going to light the way, was just a vision that I had um, quite early on, and like I made a point, even if it wasn't going to be a single, I plagued my management and my label from to let me make this video, and thankfully they did, because yeah, it was so nice to see the vision come to life.
Yeah, I mean, is that the song that you're most excited to perform live and kind of see everybody
Hmm.
resonate with?
I think so. I think it is probably the one that I'm most excited about performing live. It's like, yeah, it is that kind of rocky moment. There's another couple of songs on the album, like a song called 4,000 Miles, and another, yeah, Last of the Whiskey. Yeah, there's a couple that I'm super excited about playing live, because I just think that they lend themselves to like an arena or something. But yeah, SOS, I guess, is the most anthemic, like stadium anthem, if you like.
Yeah, you have your fourth album, It'll All Make Sense in the End, coming out very soon.
Mm.
What was it like making this album kind of through COVID time, but also through all these different things going on in the world?
Well, it sort of saved my life in a way, because I felt I was feeling a little bit lost myself, like I said earlier, and all the therapy and other stuff that I was doing, like, wasn't, was helping, but ultimately music is always the thing that helps me get through tough periods of time, and doing something like this, a passion project, all in one place from my own home, just really saved me at that time. So I'll, I'm kind of, I'll always look at this album with like with fond memories, because it was the moment where I sort of got myself back on track, if that makes sense.
What are you personally most excited for fans to hear in this new music?
I think just the sounds that I've experimented with, like, like I said, I'm a big fan of like guitar based music, and being like, I guess in a way I'm a little bit pigeonholed in terms of being like a pop singer, I guess, or like, because Say You Won't Let Go and some of the other songs I've released are very like acoustic, ballady in a way. Like, I'm excited for people to sort of to see what actually I'm about. And if you come and see one of my shows, it's a rock show essentially, and there's like rapping and stuff like that going on. So I think I got to put more of me in this album than ever before, I guess.
My last question for you, if you could describe this album in 3 words, what would they be?
Um, I'd say it's a mood. That's that's a word the kids use a lot these days. It's a mood. I would say epic, and I would say honest. Honest, definitely. Even though that's a cliche, it's very honest.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for doing this interview. It was so great to talk to you and get to know you better.
Thank you. Great to talk to you, Gracie. Thanks for having me.